guys, and welcome to Jurassic World. Today I've been watching Jurassic World and glorious 4K, of course. Really enjoyed it. I still enjoy this. I've watched it in 2015. 8 years ago I watched this at the cinema. So the film is directed by Colin Trevorrow, who wrote the screenplay, and Rick Jaffa. I won't read all that. The film is set after 22 years after the events of Jurassic Park. It's directed by Colin Trevorrow, I just said that. Based on the Michael Crichton. Starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas, Howard Vincent, D'Onofrio, Ty Simpkins, Nick Robinson, Umar Sy, BJ Wong, and Irfan Khan. Actually, that Irfan Khan actually died. He died in 2020. Really good actor in this. Actually, he was in he's in this one. He kind of like. He doesn't really. He gets killed in this. Okay, this is few spoilers. And then we've got BJ Wong back from the first Jurassic Park. He's great in this. He actually pays the bill. He was in the first one. He was like he was there for a bit on the first Jurassic Park. He was when they had the the scene in the with the little baby raptor. And he's such a good actor, really is. Actually, 60 years. That's crazy. And then this is like more of the villain in this, like the bad guy. He completely changes, complete opposite, to his for the character in the first film. So it made there's a budget of 150 million, so it was a lot more budget to the first three films. And the box office is 1.672 billion. So it did pretty well at the box office. It was a lot of money. It spent a lot of money on the film, but it made a lot of money back. And it's I remember watching it in the cinema. I just thought the film was really. I was having a thrill ride watching it. I just thought this film was great. I was getting that. It was just enjoyable. And then there's a lot of scenes in the film. Just loved it. Okay, so the plot: brothers Zach and Gray Mitchell visit Jurassic World, a dinosaur theme park on Isla Nublar. Of course, the original part from the original film, so you do see certain places from the original one, on which there aren't. Claire Down is the operations manager. Claire is assigns assistant Zara as the boys' guide, but they evade her and explore on their own. Elsewhere on the island, Navy veteran and epidemiologist Owen Grady has been training a Velociraptor squad composed of Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Eco, and researching their intelligence. Based on the Raptor's ability to follow commands, the head of InGen Security, Vic Hoskins, believes that the animals can be weaponized. As an idea, Owen and his assistant Barry vehemently actually, I remember heard that they was going to do add guns on them and stuff like that. It could work for a kind of like spin-off Jurassic Park movie, kind of. Well, maybe. I don't know. Would it kind of ruin the whole... I don't know, maybe. But before its opening, Cleon Park owner Simon Masrani expect the park's newest attraction, the Indominus Rex, a transgenic dinosaur created by geneticist Dr. Henry Woe. Masrani has tasked with evaluating the enclosure security. Owen warns Claire that the dinosaurs lack social skills, making it dangerous and unpredictable. When the Indominus seemingly escapes a compound, Owen and the two park workers enter the enclosure. The Indominus, which can camouflage itself in massive heat signature, suddenly appears. Owen survives, but she devours the other two men before escaping onto the island's interior. Realizing it is highly vicious and intelligent, Owen advises Masrani to have specimen destroyed. But to protect his company's investments, Masrani dispatches a specialized unit to outdo it, a non-lethal weaponry that can safely be returned to its paddock. After most of the unit is slaughtered, Clay orders the evacuation of the island's northern sector, while Masrani ponders Owen's warning and accosts Wu. White exploring the park in a tour vehicle. Zack and Gray enter a restricted area. The Dominus arrives and destroys the vehicle, but the boys narrowly escape. They find the ruins of the original Jurassic Park Visitor Centre. I love that scene. The Visitor Centre, right? It's like, you know, it's all like messed up, like things growing around it and stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my god, fantastic. Getting that Jurassic Park vibe. Yeah, that's awesome. So they repair an old Jeep Wrangler and drive back to the park. As Claire and Owen search for the boys, they barely escape the dinosaur. Indominus as well. So I won't read the whole lot. So that leads up to that part where they escape. So anyway, so I read some. I won't read the whole lot because it's a, you know, it's like a 2 hour 4 minute movie. So so yeah, they end up at the original, you know, the place from the first Jurassic Park, and I love that scene. I'm sitting there going, you know, they're finding like the banner and stuff, and from the, you know, I'm sitting there going, this is great. I'm enjoying this movie. I just like the fact they visit the original Jurassic Park place they did the original park, and it's fantastic. Is it as good as the first Jurassic Park film? No, but it's still a film that I really enjoyed. I liked it when I loved it when I watched it at the cinema. I just had a blast watching it. 2015 this is just when I was having a few issues. Before then, you know, I was kind of like, ugh. I watched it, really enjoyed it. And I got the game Jurassic Park and Jurassic World Lego game for the PS4. I remember, oh man, I was like, oh, this game's great. God, I remember that, playing that game. God, can't believe how far back that was now, 2015. I still got the game. I don't mind going back on it. And that scene was great. They go after the Rex. That scene was great, and I like the fact that there's a bit of a twist about what genes was created to create it. T-Rex and a raptor, you think, and someone else, and you think to yourself, oh boy, so this thing can communicate with the raptors. That scene was pretty intense because you think to yourself, oh shit. And then the Raptors turn against the team, which I think was great. This film was good. I remember watching it in 2015, and I just loved it. I watched the first one in 1993, and I watched this one in 2015. So it took me. So yeah, it's a film that I really do enjoy. So it's a blast. It's enjoyable. Good effects, good action scenes. Took more budget than the first three. But it's a good reboot of the original movies, because the first one came along and it did. I mean, all three films I do love. I love the first Jurassic Park, one of my favourites. I love the second one. I love the third one. The other two are flawed. And this one, I don't know. I'm trying to think. This is probably my favourite sequel. I don't know. I don't know, because I like them all. I like all the movies. I like all the ones up to now. The ones I've seen, I really enjoyed them all. And the scene, oh man, this one has got some great moments. I like those little ball things. They look a bit like hamster ball. You know, when the hamsters go, they look a bit like them. It's very weird, but they look pretty cool at the same time. I'm not worried about them. So I do enjoy this movie. I like the characters in it. I like the woman. She releases the T-Rex, and that scene, the T-Rex versus the T-Rex, the Raptors versus the Dominus Rex. Oh my god! I tell you what, even I'm thinking, what a great freaking scene, cracking moment. So it's what the director gives you, and it's like fantastic. The thing is that let's have a really good freaking dinosaur battle. Just like, and this is supposed to be the T-Rex of the very first movie, which is great. I think he's got scars now though after the battle with the Rex. There's always scars in it now. You think yourself, gee, that's been some freaking battle between the Dominus Rex. I think it's a Dominus Rex or Dominus Rex. But yeah, now it's got scars. Nice. It's like this dinosaur's been in some war, you know, battle. And the last part's pretty good. The battle between the, you know, all both of them teaming together to take out the freaking. Then you have that freaking, what's that dinosaur? That monster, that big freaking water dinosaur when it drags it underwater. That scene was great. I kind of felt bad for it in a way, that other dinosaur. I kind of felt sorry for it. Now it's going to be dry now, but whatever. So, but the thing had to be put down because it was killing other dinosaurs for sport. This thing was just a psycho. This thing was a psychotic killer, you know, just killing any dinosaur. Of course, when it comes against the T-Rex, they think, you know what, we need more teeth. So, and I love that scene when she throws the flare like that. She's running like that. And she's got great legs, by the way, figures. Great legs. Where she's running and then she throws that flare. And it's kind of a nod towards that first film when they got the flare. It's amazing. It's still, you know, it's a good, really good, enjoyable film. Like I say, you're never going to beat the original one because the original was, you know, still an incredible movie. I watched it like, when did I watch that? A few days ago, whatever, 4 or 5 days, whatever. And it was just, I'm sitting there, this film is still amazing. The effects and stuff, the story, the tension. But this one is really good in its own way. People always go, oh, it's not as good as... Man, you can never beat the original Jurassic Park. Go into the cinema and watch it. But this one's still bloody good. So enjoyable. Slightly more violent than the other ones too at the same time. There's blood. There's more blood in this too, I'd say. I know the fact that you actually see like a statue of like Hammond, you know, in the thing itself. I think that's fantastic. There's a lot more technology stuff in this, you know, like holograms of dinosaurs and stuff, which I like. I think it's cool. I like Chris Pratt's character where he actually can interact with the raptors. Still dangerous, of course. They can actually, you know, but there's one called Blue, which is a cool. Of course, that one survives for the next 2 films. And that scene was cool. I don't know why people seem to have a problem. That's such a cool scene when he's riding his bike and all the raptors are like, you know, traveling with him. I think that's such a cool scene. You know, when you watch a video on YouTube, people seem to have a problem with certain things in a film. Well, I just don't understand why people have. Why can't people just sit there and enjoy a movie? Okay, sometimes I'm critical of a certain film, but whatever. So yeah, really enjoyed that movie though. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Jurassic World is such a fun movie, such a blast. Popcorn, action, fun, and a bit of humour too at the same time. So I liked it. I like the humour too. So yeah, I want to say some of the effects. I don't know. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love the villain in the movie. So the Indominus Rex can camouflage itself, can actually kind of go invisible, so you can't see it, and that is so cool. Because there's a part in the film where they're carrying dinosaurs and it's right behind them. You can't see it until afterwards. Until you see its teeth, it starts raising. It's like, oh shit. And there's a part where the soldiers, what do you call them? These people, this team of like soldiers, whatever, they go after it, right? And it's invisible. It's like green. It's like a different colour. It's like this thing can camouflage itself, so you can't see it, and that's what gives it an advantage. And this thing's a killer machine. It's never been at. And even Finger says it doesn't know why it is. And yeah, so yeah, this thing's a killer machine, and there's a sad part with the dinosaur dying and stuff. And there was moments that I just think, oh yeah, that's pretty screwed up. So yeah, this film was great. The last part was great. T-Rex Raptor versus Indominus Rex, and the battle seems. You know, I just love the part where they said we need more teeth, and then they release anything. Are you sure that's a good idea? And you think, you know what, you you can't make it any worse. You need to even the odds a little bit against, and I just think it's a fantastic idea where she's running and the T-Rex is behind her, and it's, you know, release this son of a bitch, and when it's gonna kick its ass. So yeah, you know, this film was great. So what I didn't like about it, I can't think of anything I disliked about it. I'm trying to think what I disliked about it. Can't think of anything I disliked about it. What I liked about it, I like the music in it. They got this like new music in it. You do hear the other Jurassic Park movie, not as much of it, but they got this like other music that I like. I like the music in it. I like the characters in it. I like the action. I like the humour. It's great. And I like the fact it's set on the original Jurassic Park. So I think it was great to see some of the old vehicles. Yeah, it's just great to see. So yeah, I had a blast watching like the character and the finale. I love the finale with the T-Rex rolls right at the end. I think that's so cool, and so it leads up to the next film, which I'm really which I'm looking forward to watching again. So any people, so the rating I'm going to give the Jurassic World film, the first Jurassic World film, is a 4.5 out of 5. So this film gets a 4.5 out of 5. There's a lot to say about the film, but so yeah, no people, here's my review of Jurassic World, 4.5 out of 5. It's awesome. Remember to subscribe to Richard Beauty Japan and Richard Beauty whatever. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and that's Dave, and that's what you take of yourself, and welcome to Jurassic World. Thank you for watching.